This was the first one I saw. These are these fucking guys. They all think that they're in a movie. They think that there's like, they can hear the patriotic movie. All of this is being done with just, again, it's pure like conservative social media virality in mind. Like these guys, these fucking pricks want to make it onto Fox News and they want to make it in Newsmax and onto Tucker and all this shit. And it's just it's so heavy-handed. Like you can hear the cheesy like Michael Bay soundtrack playing in the background when they try to do this bullshit. It's so annoying. Over a vaccine. Can't be stressed enough that these like strong principled moral stances that these guys are taking are over not wanting to get the vaccine, which is free. Which people in the third world, again, are like clamoring, like begging us to release the patent so they can have these fucking vaccines. This is the breaking point for these fucking cops. Like, it's really, really ridiculous. Imagine these guys trying to work literally any other job. It really can't be stressed enough how much harder it is to like work at McDonald's or work at a grocery store than it is to be a cop. But not only that, but how much harder it is, how much more difficult it is, the degree of difficulty, and how much more important it is to our society. McDonald's workers, it's a significantly harder job that's significantly paid less with less benefits, and significantly more important to keeping the fabric of our society together. These people would be utterly destroyed spending one day as a Walmart greeter. They're terrified of pronouns, but not of a virus which has killed millions. Critical support that every one of these geeks get a job outside of leadership positions so they have to take orders. Well, that's what I mean, too. It's they're all trying to, like, cash in. They're cashing in on a viral trend, and I'm sure they're hoping that the fucking freaks in the conservative movement are going to, like, be there for their GoFundMes and everything like that. And they're going to get big media pushes and get to go to fucking weird conservative conventions and shit. I imagine that's what's behind a lot of it. Friendly reminder that you're more likely to get shot as a pizza delivery driver than a cop. Support the thin crust line. Absolutely. And again, more important to society. Significantly. They just want to get invited to speak at the next GOP event. What is this, ephemeral friends? Okay, I'm going to take a look at this in a sec. Because I want to stick on the thing we were about to watch. LAPD sent 30 to 40 cops, a helicopter, a canine unit, and tactical unit because they thought an unhoused person was in a vacant house. Okay, we are going to look at that after, okay? Because that goes along with something else that I wanted to talk. Jesus. The Jack Kenny thing is really upsetting to me. So let's hear this guy. This is the last time you'll hear me in a patrol car. This is a Washington State Trooper in Yakima, Washington. Signs off after 22 years. Fired by Governor Inslee for being unvaccinated.
This is my final sign-off after 22 years of serving the citizens of the state of Washington, being asked to leave because I am dirty. Numerous fatalities, injuries. I've worked sick. I've played sick. We've buried lots of friends over these years. I'd like to thank you guys. I'd like to thank the
some of the fucking Oscars,
as well as my fellow officers within the valley. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been very successful, and you've kept me safe and got me home to my family every night.
And the dispatch lady's just like doing her nails, like.
Wish I could say more, but
you had numerous fatalities. Whose fatalities? Numerous fatalities that I caused personally. Yeah, that's right.
Wish I could say more, but this is it. So, State 1034. This is the last time you'll hear me in a state patrol car, and Jay Inslee can kiss my ass.
You can hear he does the whole drop. He does the drop.
This is the last time you'll.
Jesus Christ! What a loser!
And Jay Inslee can kiss my ass.
Just Just pathetic. Come on. Like, this is what they hear. This is what this guy hears in his mind when he's doing this. This is what he hears in his mind. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to find a good, like, Armageddon soundtrack or something. Let's see. There's more though. He gets the send off. Let you be the judge of this. We'll see if the dispatcher's being sincere about this. Let's see.
Thank you for your 22 years and 5 months of service to the citizens of Washington State. You've taken on many roles in your time at the patrol. In your first year, you delivered a baby while on patrol in Bremerton. You've been a DRE instructor, certified technical specialist, and reconstructionist.
Dropping the radio. Fuck off, dude.
Part of the chaplaincy board and a CVD trooper. You've been a great role model and mentor for all young troopers serving in the area by sharing your knowledge and experience throughout the years. Thank you for your service.
She wrote this ahead of time, too. Thank you for your service. Jesus Christ. You're not a troop. That's troop stuff. You're not a troop. This is a prepared statement. Yeah, I would also hate if this guy flipped his Ford F-150 into a ditch on his way home. That would be a tremendous tragedy. Oh, uh-oh. Look at this guy. This hero. Crying because I voluntarily quit my job. Instead of getting a little bit of medicine.
Based in Canada, I was turned on to this sick individual, and I found this.
Hey, Zachap. Zacap. Thank you very much for the raid, Zacap. Welcome, raiders. Oh, man. He just didn't want to get the little needle, folks. He didn't want to get the little bitty needle. You know, again, I'm talking about parenting, my parenting anecdotes. Literally, my 5-year-old son, significantly braver than these people. He gets vaccines. They wave a little toy in his face. They're like, oh, look at the little toy. And then just go, boop, and it's over. And he's like, ah, and then that's all. And then he just goes on with his day. And these thumb-looking motherfuckers are just like, this is just too much for me. This is too much for me. I don't want to get the little needle. I thought he was a warrior. I thought these guys were like, yeah, the Blue Lives Matter. These are the people that are supposed to be protecting America from anarchy and chaos. And they can't get a little needle. They can't get a little needle. Mona, I think you were sending one as well. Before I lose that. Good, we got another one. Excellent. Oh yeah, I saw this as well, and I saw something else which we can point out also. And my day has been good. Chew bamboo. Thank you. I've never seen that. I'm getting that like first time chatter notification in the chat. I've never seen that before. Pour out your Molotov cocktail for all the fallen cops we can no longer target. Have we tried waving a thin blue line flag at them while we jabbed them? That's right. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. You just show a little dolly. One of those little flags. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Oh, look at the flag. Look at the flag. It's okay. Boom. It's finished. It's finished, buddy. And you don't have to do all this stuff. His wife is the dispatch operator and is also out. I didn't realize that. So the dispatch operator in this one is literally his wife, who's also quitting over this. So they had the whole, you wave a donut in the face. That's right. You want the donut? You want it? Here we go. Come on. Come on, buddy. That's like not even a kid. It's like you would do with an animal. Man. Let me know if anyone finds more of these. I would like to look at a couple more. These are the only two that I saw. There is pictures and stuff like that, like the one that Mona just shared. You know, so former troopers. This is all in Washington State, I guess. But that's the thing; they're doing the mandates as well now elsewhere. They're doing the mandates in New York. There's going to be a whole slew of these. Chicago. There's going to be tons of these. Oh, you remember the TikTok of the cop? Well, yes, I do remember very well, Red Scare, using the audio of the baby crying and laughing. He was like laughing at handcuffs and guns and saying no to paperwork. That's right. These are the thin blue line that's just protecting our society. Despite the fact that they don't seem to actually solve crime. Did they solve crime? Did they prevent crime? Well, no. Why do we need them? We don't know. I don't know. We just do. We just need them. So now former troopers with Washington State Patrol laid their boots and campaign hats on the steps of the Capitol building to represent those lost because of the statewide vaccine mandate. Those lost in the line of duty because of the vaccine mandate. So they were in the line of duty. They went down. You're putting those boots. Like, did they die? Well, no. Did they get fired from their jobs? Well, no, not technically. They literally just threw a tantrum and quit their jobs. But they're putting the boots on the steps to represent these folks. What about all the cops that died of COVID? Like, maybe we should do something to honor them. No. No, we're not going to do that. Forget about them. Don't worry about them. I would be really interested to know what's happening with this exact guy. With this exact cop. You think this guy's still doing this? You think he's quitting because of the vaccine mandate? I'd be interested to hear what's going on with this guy right now. Yeah, this is absolutely fucking crazy. We have to just make sure we continue to give these people just billions of dollars. These are definitely the very fine, stable, and normal folks that are tasked with protecting America from sliding into chaos. This dude has the power of the state behind him. This man that we just watched can kill with impunity and seems to want to do exactly that. Judging from his own public actions, his own public social media posts. The state in the United States has entrusted this man with total authority to murder people in the street if he sees fit or if he feels threatened in any way. Very cool. Should we do anything about that? Well, no. And that's what's funny about that is, like, we can't, obviously, defunding police or abolishing police is off the table, but these fucking babies are all leaving voluntarily because they don't want to get the little needle. They don't want to get the little needle. And that's all it is. What's this, Alana? We got another one of these fucking weirdos? Yeah, okay, so I did want to look at this as well. Thank you for sending this. I wanted to find this exact video because now they're doing this like ploy for sympathy. The firefighters and police officers that were fired for not complying with the vaccine mandate or feeding the homeless. Fired, quit. Like, they weren't really fired. They had to take a small amount of medicine. And that's all. That is all they had to do. And now they're feeding the homeless to show how this important loss to their community. Maybe we should take a look into what cops in Washington State, how they treat the homeless in tent encampments and stuff like that. Let's see how the cops interact with generally in this area, how in Seattle and Tacoma, how cops deal with homeless people there. Without masks. That's right. So these people are not vaccinated. They're not wearing masks, and they're spreading fucking pestilence to the homeless community. Thanks everybody. Thank you. Why don't you go and spread your disease and pestilence to the homeless community? Yeah, the unhoused that they either kill or send to jail regularly. Yeah, mask up around these hogs. Wait, what? Well, that's it. If you make me get a vaccine, I'll quit and go do actually good things. It would sound good if they were actually serious about doing good things, and this wasn't just like a total PR stunt that media people and the conservative media are like eagerly falling for. And again, it's like, is homelessness, I'm not totally sure, is homelessness an issue in Seattle or like Tacoma or these areas, the Pacific Northwest? I kind of feel like it is. How do cops traditionally deal with those people? What's this, Alana? Okay, you just sent it. Okay. And then, and here's in California, I mean, here's the police actually interacting with unhoused people. They send 30 to 40 cops, a helicopter, a canine unit, tactical unit, because they thought an unhoused person was in a vacant house. This is how the police actually treat about the homeless population. Because they thought a vacant house might have been occupied by a homeless person.
Okay, so we're gonna shut down the whole street.
We tactically ascertained that someone had a possible roof over their head. They tactically possessed a domicile, and we're surrounded by four walls and a roof and not exposed to the elements. This costs so much. It's unbelievably how much money this costs. If you look at all these cops, what they're getting paid and all the equipment and all this stuff, it's very important that they not allow anyone to squat anywhere. And it's definitely very important also that we never talk about defunding the police. We can never talk about that. We can never ever talk about that. It's unpopular. It's radical. We can never ever say defund the police. It's too damaging. Incredibly brave police force. Yeah, and Kleppy, I know you live around there as well. At about 7:30 p.m., demonstrators outside the East Precinct began moving barricades at the 11th and Pine despite multiple requests from police to stop. Individuals began throwing rocks, bottles, and explosives at officers. Several officers injured due to improvised explosives. What even is this that they're throwing? What is, like... It's a candle. It's a unscented Yankee candle. Oh, man, we can never talk about defunding these people. Adding these people are just voluntarily leaving their jobs. They saw a wick and they thought it was like an old school stick of dynamite, like in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon. I'm searching Seattle police homeless, and of course it's all the people that are just like sharing the video of them making food. Wondering if there's any more of these. any more of these dramatic cops quitting. Here they are. Here's the Seattle Fire and Police discharged for non-compliance, turning in their boots at City Hall. The solemn march. The solemn march to turn in your boots. Which again, I can't be stressed enough, they're doing it voluntarily. They're doing this voluntarily. And the US thinks they can win a war with China with this much fragility in their ranks. And if that is the case, then China is on the path for world liberation. That's true. These fucking babies. Baby soft country. I'm sorry to tell you. Absolutely baby soft country. Extremely pathetic stuff. I was looking for another one. I saw another. Yeah. They're turning their boots, and they got the blue line on the boots as well. Just if we didn't get the imagery enough, you weren't sophisticated enough. Gonna go to Washington for free cop hats and free cop boots. Hey Raul. It's very funny to me, this whole. It's the way these guys are like, have thought this out so much is what I find so funny. Giving their little heavy-handed speeches. They can't shoot the needles. Don't give me a vaccine. And again, that's the funny thing about the vaccine too. It's like we know that the vaccine is not the be all and end all of protecting us from the virus. And like we know that you can still catch COVID if you have the vaccine. It's like it's not ideal, it's not an ideal situation, but it's still just like so easy. It's still you get protection from it. You get protection from the disease, and it might not be as severe. Over time it's gonna deteriorate the seriousness of it, the more people that are vaccinated. I understand that it's not just a perfect cure or anything like that, but it's just so easy. It's so easy just to go get the vaccine, guys. It's not hard. It doesn't hurt. The self-righteousness, and that's I know Dokarizo, we've been told that we need to like be respectful of people, particularly like marginalized people that are like, you know, leery about getting forced to be jabbed full of drugs by the state, and there's been a long history of that being used very nefariously. I totally understand that. At the same time, I feel like at a certain point we have to like still encourage people to like, we have to stop being empathetic to these, I think a small group of people that have legitimate concerns, and understand the way that this is like allowing this much larger, more vocal group of people who do not have legitimate concerns whatsoever to do this like self-righteous bullshit. What's this, Dunstable? Yeah, actually they can. They can be replaced. I just love this guy. This guy's great. That was very good with the music too. That really helped it along. Look at this noble expression. He's like, this motherfucker practiced this in the mirror. You don't get to decide who has legitimate concerns and who doesn't. Yes, I do. Absolutely. Of course you do. These people don't have legitimate concerns. This is not legitimate. Absolutely. I absolutely do get to decide that. And the people that do genuinely have legitimate concerns, I think we should be respectful of that while also encouraging them to get the vaccine, which is going to protect them and their families and their communities. Like we have in indigenous communities in Canada, COVID is out of control in these communities. People are dying. Like we need to ensure that these communities are vaccinated so they stop dying. Pretending to be oppressed is not a legitimate concern. These people are not being oppressed. At all. Yeah, entirely comes from Facebook posts. They should be oppressed, and that's another. I agree. Yeah. Like it's funny that these people are all quitting their jobs. They should still get the vaccine. Just because at this point it's like I feel like it's like just to teach them a lesson. No concern voiced by a cop is legitimate. Thank you. These are the anti-vaxxers that we have to be so respectful of. Katie, you put this target on your head yourself, and it's not even real. That's right.